Hello everyone, we'd be delighted to show you how we examined the business process of Twitter's main system. As we all know, Twitter is a brilliant, famous company, and it's one of the most popular social media networks in the world, and its users requires a lot of data storage. So basically, Twitter uses a database management system to handle its massive user base. They store data in hundreds of databases, and their largest cluster consists of thousands of servers that can serve millions of requests every second. To specify, Twitter uses MySQL tool as their primary database, so all the tweets get stored in MySQL. But Twitter is more than a bunch of tweets and users. They have a complex graph that relates people, events, trends, mentions, and other things. So it's also used Hadoop and Manhattan. We'll go through this in more depth in the next sections. This system will be gratefully covered, and we hope that it will be fully covered. Begin by defining the company as a whole, as well as the specific reasons why the system was chosen for this company.
The organization which we will talk about is Twitter. Twitter is an American social media network founded in March 2006 and launched in July of the same year. It's a platform where people can share ideas, photos, and video by tweeting. Tweeting is posting short messages for anyone who follows you on Twitter. Twitter lets people to find out what's happening in the world about politics, sports, health, or everyday events, and talking about it with each other. Over the years, the number of users of Twitter has kept increasing. As number of users increases, Twitter will have more data to manage. This data represented as users' account information and published tweets. Every social media site requires a perfect database design to manage and store this big data.
Twitter came of age when hardware from physical enterprise vendors ruled the data center. Since then, we have refreshed our fleet to take advantage of the latest open standards in technology and hardware efficiency in order to deliver the best possible experience. In early 2010, we had to learn how to build and run our infrastructure. By late 2010, we finalized our first network architecture, which was designed to address the scale and service issues. In early 2015, we started experiencing some growing pain due to change service architecture and increased capacity needs. Then we decided to ultimately reaching physical scalability limits.
Twitter, a platform, used the Hadoop system that helped hold the large data in a place to create analytics action for all the users and analyze social graphs, setting a recommendation, forecasting user engagement, also help the ad targeting, ad analytics, and processing tweet impressions are some of the services that Twitter's offer. Twitter used another system called PubStore that focuses on storing user images, videos, and to help to reduce all the costs that include photos and videos, also providing high performance and making it easy to operate. Twitter started as an application that lets the users to share their interests and ideas and more through this app. In the beginning, Twitter started creating and building structured system using MySQL to store the data. Twitter users did grow over time and had more data to store and to handle. That led to a problem controlling and analyzing this massive data. In order to handle this big data, they had to change their system and use unstructured mechanism to help manage big data, introducing their new system called Hadoop as a replacement for MySQL. Twitter is using the concept of distributed storage. Hadoop is an open source software framework for data sorting and enormous processing power.
The operation manager was working with daily routine to manage the database of Twitter. He is also working closely with stakeholders within our operations and partner engineering teams to drive and manage technical solutions in support of Twitter services operations. He will play an essential role to build and maintain healthy and lasting partnership with our stakeholder engineering teams, and will strategize our priorities and roadmap with them. The operation manager must be with a strong technical background and experience in product operations management.
Database Management System (DBMS) refers a software-defined system that manages database users to control over the data and are able to read, update, create, and also delete the data as they need it. A database management system behaves as an interface and enabling them to organize and access the data as needed. Twitter uses Biggest Head-Up. It is designed to scale up for single servers to thousands of million machines, each offering local computation and storage. Head-Up was originally used at Twitter to take MySQL, also used for trends and engagement prediction. Manhattan is a real-time multi-tenant scalable distributed database used at Twitter to serve millions of queries per second with a really low latency, being highly available. It stores user tweets, direct message, account details, and much more. Blob Store is a Twitter scalable storage system to store users' images, videos, and other large binary objects. It has enabled Twitter to cut down costs associated with storage users' uploaded images with the tweets. It has MySQL clusters with thousands of nodes serving millions of queries per second. MySQL has the primary two use cases like acting and provide reliability and performance in the overall distributed store. Matrix DP is used at the Twitter to store the matrix, and its ingestion rate is more than 5 billion matrix per minute. The impact of the system. Database management system helps managers and employees to increase accessibility to data, so they can get the information they need easily and much faster. Also, it's improved data security and integrity. Database management system automatically takes care of recovery and backup, and that will minimize data inconsistency. Finally, we would like to finish off by saying that it's been a pleasure talking to you all, and thank you for your patience and interest in listening to us. Now, if you have any question, please feel free to ask them.